to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Terps offense will have the football first. And now here comes Malik Washington. What a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Danzy. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run him again. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
Red 18, red 18.
The handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Selling the fake. Here comes the heat. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, Terrapins! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And if you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
For space to run behind the left tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Joseph on the play action. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph makes the grab. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That was a 3rd down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on 3rd down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Looking for running room. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop, you move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Badgers are flying down the field. They go play action with Joseph. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Kearney. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing Joseph. Fires downfield. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
To throw, it's Washington. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Fleming. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Joseph. Heaves it deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Webb. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. From the gun, it's Smith. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to establish the run. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Maryland! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Running inside, it's Smith. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They give it back to him. Got it early. There he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Smith takes the handoff. Stopped right there.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Motion from the wide receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes a stop.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Needs it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. The Terrapins are marching down the field. Quick give. It's Smith. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run it. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the work to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take it.
Makes the catch and he's free. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Coleman Williams. Touchdown, Terrapins! Made the grab and then did the rest himself and then put points on the board. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They're going to ride this running back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice. Up on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that. On the run, it's Jackson. Might have a chance. He's stopped. New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture. Pre-snap to post.
Oh, it's blocked. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking to throw, it's Washington. They're all over him. He's going to take off. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Hits inside. It's Williams. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that front. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down to the air. Hauls it in. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, looking for a space. They'll run the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Maryland uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And the Terrapins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
I caught up with the Maryland head coach coming out of the locker room. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing Joseph. Out wide left, it's Brooks. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looks as if he's going to run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. He's brought down and he looks for room to return it. There wasn't much there. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Joseph. Right down the middle. In traffic, it's Brooks. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
And man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, you get the ball to your tailback. Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a fourth down, and this might be a passing situation.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
The give is to Williams. Defense all over him. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Left side is Durham. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play to get the tackle for a loss.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They give it to him again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
And there's no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick with the physical ground game late in the game. That's how you finish opponents off.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. This game is decided as we check out the Week 11 scoreboard. Top 12 teams in the country. Of course, all of these teams playoff contenders. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Running the red zone. It's Smith doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. And the Terps pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back to throw. It's Washington. They'll flip it out to the back of the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21 cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Badgers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throwing Joseph quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds. Like,
snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Badgers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires left side, it's Smith. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high. Brought down after the huge gain, gets us up and set up at the 27.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
But the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's 1st down from the 11. He's got him still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Terps! Fired in from the red zone for the score. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And they tacked on the extra point.
show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
Go, go!
Joseph. He's going for the big play. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop. If you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter, you've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Rush is on. Back's got it on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Danzy. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Third and long coming up.
White 53.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that done.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This is